got a bit of a dance.
We did.
We were hoping for something.
We bullied you into it, really.
You did, and all I could think of was, would someone think of the streets? You're absolutely right, of Venice. Right? That's all I could think of when I was coming down. I was challenging. She's absolutely right. Someone just think of the streets.
Yeah. Where's your X Factor suit?
Well, I like.
All casual.
Yeah, I was going to go a bit
like
civvy. I looked at the team sheet this morning and saw it was you four. And thought,
Dressed up.
this begs for just a sweater, doesn't it?
We should have put him in culottes, shouldn't
But it's nice to get out of your suit. Anyway, it's nice to see you all, you know, without clothes.
He's from
I mean,
Thailand.
not without...
Well,
Don't encourage this sort of thing.
That's the Uncut show later on. That happens after we come off air. That's the ITVB show. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Get your culottes, Sherry, you pulled.
How are we doing, ladies? All good?
Well, don't you interview us. This is our turn. This is our turn.
I turned on the other day and saw the script and I saw two benches and I thought, oh, they haven't got rid of the desk, have they? But I'm glad.
no.
No.
So there are sofas. When we have lots and lots of people on, it's just easier, you know, to have sofas on.
Well, I like to see the legs, don't get me wrong.
OK. Hey, I tweeted you earlier this week because I'd read your book.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I
Good,
did.
thank you. God, that could have gone
badly.
badly.
One of the things I tweeted, I was doing this thing, you know, you're thinking, right, day off, I'm going to start, you know, doing some tidying up. Oh, right, I'll just sit and have a quick cup of coffee and read the book. Hours went by, still a mess, and I just got really into it. And the main thing was, because it's all about songs taking you back to different parts in your life.
Yeah.
Because we can all relate to that.
It's so nice of you to say that, because, you know, have you guys written books at all?
Yeah.
I know you must have done.
Yeah.
But when you sit down and write it takes quite a lot. I had these romantic notions about going up in Scotland in a log cabin or something, writing it in a couple of weeks. It just doesn't happen.
No.
Back of cars,
exactly.
trains.
You get up early and you do sort of you find out a lot about yourself when you write a book as well. I found out I'm very much a morning person. You know, I can work straight through to lunch. I'm useless for about 2 hours after that. And then you sort of pick up a little bit towards the end of the day. Also, I'm so easily distracted, so when I was at school, it was always two people in the corner. So if I saw anyone in the corner, I'd think, what are they up to there? I won't do my homework. I'll go and have a look at them. And now it's squirrels in the garden. I'm like, oh, what?
Yes, hang back to the book.
Exactly.
Do you write a diary? Because I wrote a memoir of my childhood and I found that I had kept a diary and it was quite useful, even though, you know, it was in code.
I wish I had.
Yeah.
I hadn't, but actually that's where music came in, because really the book is a memoir. So the first 10 chapters are kind of about growing up and the next 10 chapters about getting into television and working on primarily Big Brother, getting into TV to start with, working on T4, and then primarily Big Brother, and then latterly The X Factor.
And Light Lunch.
Yeah, and Light Lunch, and that's where I got my break, in this very studio, actually, when I was a warm-up guy and a researcher on that show. And but the music helped, because I wanted to tag, you know, I just didn't want to do a conventional this is me kind of biography. The music helped because before I knew it, there were memories and stories that came to me by virtue of the song.
To the music.
Absolutely,
But one of the things with you, one of the songs that really kind of, I thought, Macarena?
I know.
German? I don't get that. That doesn't fit with you. Do you do a German?
Oh, yeah, Macarena, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Well, the Macarena was the...
There's something cheesy deep underneath.
Yeah.
There's something cheesy on the top.
Yeah, this isn't going how I thought it would. The first show, the first pilot show I ever did was a show that Channel 4 commissioned, and I was a runner for a production company at the time. And the way pilot shows work is when you turn up to do them, I'm sure you guys know, you don't do them live, so you do them again and again and again. You do everything again and again and again. It sucks all the spontaneity out of it. It's a soul-destroying experience, but you need to get it right. And of course, the director then, if he does a music performance, he will do things again and again and again. So the band we had booked were the band Los Del Rio, who performed the Macarena. So that whole chapter is about me getting into television and what it was like to do my first ever pilot. And I was a runner for a TV production company at the time, so I was cycling to work the next day after, doing this incredible, you know, big show, and which didn't get picked up, but it was still the first moment of the rest of my life. And I'm cycling to work, and all I should be thinking on the way to work is, oh, yeah, this is, you know, what am I going to do next? And sort of, do I need to get an agent and all these things? And all I can think in my head is... Exactly that, because they performed it again and again and again and again the night before.
When you got married, what music did you choose then?
Well, not the Macarena.